Hello and welcome to another episode of Space Engineers. Um, we're back at it. Um, Making sure all my hydrogens are full up here. Now, now my original plan was to have a ship that had like four of these, like on the bottom. There's like one here, maybe. I am gonna have to. Now I do want to sort of have a semi-design here. I don't really. Yeah. No. Yeah. And then these can actually be. Yeah, that. Because then I can do kind of a weird thing here. I should probably let that build though. I feel like I should. And then just honestly, after that builds up, I think I need to just build up resources, really. Oh, whatever. Huh. Assertive ink. Alright, so hopefully at some point something comes around and tries to kick my ass. I mean, I don't think anything will, but I am definitely gonna need a steel plate. Get me. Alright, get me. Actually, this I'm going to, because this is a connector, I had to remember. Because the top is connector to the bottom, not it is a part of it. How in the holy crap did I do that? Okay, well, I was considering streaming me building this, but I realized if I did that, I would have to waited for all the episodes to come out. Okay, well, that's that. Okay, right. Oh, I just realized this does have a center line. Nicely. Now, I did do that. So two out. One, two, three. Now, I'm still considering not doing this. Because I feel like these aren't nearly as mighty, but I feel like it looks cool to have it like that. This is gonna be one a hell of a ship, though. This thing is gonna be Atmos sealed, probably not on this deck. This is gonna be like an unsealed cargo deck, I just realized. Well, actually, yeah, let me go here. I want this. What am I not as well? Oh, and this. And I guess this as well. And also I want window. I would like this and this. Here. Number 5 will be my thruster and cargo group, so I need cargo containers as well on here. Yeah, and control, there we go. Yes. What do I get with this? Probably want the control seats. This is the very bottom floor, though. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna remove that. Then do this. And then large cargo container. I might put the reactor here between this and the next one. Things I need 1, 2, 3. Right? I think that's just 2. Yeah, this is not. No, it's not. Oh hush. Alright. Reactor. Now I could go large warfare, or I could just go large reactor. Do it like that. And maybe another large cargo container. And then do that the same direction this way. So large cargo, large reactor, another large cargo. This is going to end up just being the nacelles. This is going to be a very large ship. So I might actually make this just... I might make the nacelle flight and eventually build up the rest of the ship later on, I think. There's also probably going to want more than just one hydrogen tank, or just 2 in this situation. So I'm actually going to put 3 on board. Why? Let's see. Oh, wait, hang on. You know what? Yeah, that's actually. I'm actually kind of glad I noticed that, because I can actually have that just drop to the bottom of the world here. And actually. Yeah. Then
Inventory full.
use that. You have these. These I'll just paint pink. Alright, I'm gonna put this here, put that there, and put this here for this. Anyways. This is gonna be one hell of a power hungry thing, I have a feeling. Because honestly, if I wanted to change this up a bit, which I actually might, there, and large warfare for this one. Thank you. Nope. Okay. And then large warfare. And then that is our nacelle. Quite nice. This will end up becoming a nacelle, I think. Inset connector. I can't use small conveyors on this, so. I mean, actually, it's not that bad of an idea. Let me do this, though. Put that there. So this is our bottom. Our butt, so to speak.
Meteor storm inbound.
Huh? Where? Oh, that way. That's nice. Our laser turret should deal with that well enough. Right, the side thrusters are I didn't really think about, but honestly, the hydrogens I'll probably only have on the back and whatnot. Because this is really mostly just going to be like a taking off of the craft. not much other than that. Right, and then honestly, yeah, actually thinking about it, yeah, this should not be done. I mean, that can go down there though. That's actually not that bad of an idea. Now, this is probably the only place where I'm actually going to be putting one of these thrusters on. Alright, there, and on the other side as well. We are making progress in making something that may or may not fly. Though it is a very big, may not. Honestly speaking, the realistic part here is that if this thing does fly, I will be stunned into silence here. Oh wait, hang on. If I rotate these, that was only steel plate. For those of you who are going, oh, he must have saw that coming. Nope, no, it did not. Now, if I do it like this, I can actually make a big one of these fit into here slightly. To a degree. Honestly, I don't really like the look of it, so I will just go ions. Ooh, yeah. Ion power. Now here is where all my thrust is going to end up being, isn't it? Alright, this is actually where some of these might actually help. So let's see here. I just realized how much I am making this thing non-atmospheric, despite it going to be launching from an atmospheric setting. Which I do know, I do realize the irony of this is intense. This here. Yeah, okay. I do know the irony of it. It is not lost on me. There we go. And one right here will also be pretty damn good. So that is the butt. This thing is looking more like a rocket ship than a spaceship, suddenly. Actually, this is where I might be able to fit some of these in. At least the small ones. Gonna have this like underbelly here. But next up, we'll be putting these.
Fuel low.
Oh crap!
Fuel critical.
Okay, well, oh. Oh. That's not gonna get close, is it? Oh well. Wasn't crying about it. Now I'm also going to build a spot where I can dock my miner on the inside. But I do kind of want to have a hangar bay that I can go into. I feel like that might be fun. Oh, but I'm gonna have to retrofit the miner to be ion, aren't I? I mean, that's actually a lot easier than it sounds. I just cut off every single thruster on the damn thing and then put ions everywhere. Because ironically, I kind of thought ahead on that. It's actually kind of nice. Right. So about the front, I don't think the front does start here. Though I am gonna have like this set of underbelly thrusters here, and then I'm gonna set this free. Back over here. Put this here, and then another one, and then large industrial hydrogen. This is probably like the bottom deck, to be perfectly honest. Now, thinking about it, this thing is going to have a lot of difficulty in atmosphere, but it's going to be well equipped for space. Now, did I actually manage to fit in a... No. No. Now, I could do this here. I could. But honestly, no, I'll do it. Because if this is indeed going to be the bottom of the craft, which I do plan for it to be the bottom of the craft, this is... Actually, no, it is symmetrical so far. Shockingly. Just not as symmetrical upwards, so just do a little bit of rejigging. Yeah, this is definitely an ion-heavy craft here. If I do put those there, then I can actually have an under layer of these on the bottom here that allow me to actually put in these here, which do help a little bit with underbelly struggles here. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's what I could actually do. Hang on. I can actually no, this is a little too long. So I could do this, this, and this, and then actually do like a back line of which then do give me a little bit of atmospheric capability, at least in this direction. Thankfully, in Atmo, the opposite of down, up direction to go down isn't actually as needed as you would think. That's mostly because you're flying in atmosphere. You got gravity helping you. Right. I actually kind of like the look of this. It's gonna be one hell of a costly ship, but it is actually going to help me in the long run to have all of this fire thruster oomph. Wait, no. It is in the long run going to help me to have these. Actually, yeah, I could like double up on these. Have one layer of ion, and then one layer of Atmo. Because in that way, we are sitting rather well on the fact that we have both downwards Atmo we have both downward Atmo and downward ion. Now, we are definitely going to need a lot of battery storage on this, I have a feeling, so... Which, I mean, a lot of battery storage, safe assumption. But that is definitely what I'm going to need. Definitely a very safe assumption that I am honestly assuming is definitely going to be a thing. I can actually do this here. Well, this is turning out to be quite the thruster-heavy craft anyways. I probably do not need that much thrust, but I'm definitely going to need that much thrust on this. Alright, hang on. Now, this actually needed to go here, which I'm kind of sad it didn't. And there we go. This thing is definitely going to be power hungry as well. We actually... I mean, we're going to have a decent amount of storage, not enough power production in any way whatsoever, though. Now, this is not really an area that I will be walking down a lot. So I will probably just fill this up with like necessities, like gyros and shit. Which, you know, pretty reasonable. Especially in this little center here. Because I am probably not coming down here anytime soon. Once this is all built up and ready to go. Batteries is definitely something I will... Now, I am realizing very quickly right now that this is a lot bigger than I intended. Which I mean is fine. I'm not upset about it being bigger than I was wanting. But it is definitely something I was not expecting to become this big. I mean, I am liking the thruster layout though. It looks really nice. Make sure that all of this is steeled to all unrecognizable health. Actually, I could, in theory, if I can get it to stick, I can actually put some of these down here. But really what I'm going to be doing down here are ions. Just rotate these so that they look legit. Actually, yeah, I will get rid of that. Because if I just armor this up, technically speaking, this would be safer. And if I'm actually going to be putting, like, legitimate, like, thrusters down here, then I feel like I won't need those. And that will be all the thrusters I put in on the bottom right now, at least on the back. This is going to be a very large amount of for a ship that really doesn't exactly need it, does it? Right. Now, also on this, I might actually add like a solar panel on the top, so that if I'm idling, I can shut off all my engines and kind of just solar my way around the place. I guess would be a way to put it.
Meteor storm inbound.
And that's something I am going to have to end up putting on this thing will be... Oh crap, I also need shields, don't I? Yeah, I'm definitely going to need more power on board. So honestly, doing this neat thing thing here. Doing that will actually kind of make this, and honestly, in my opinion, sort of cool looking reactor system. This probably won't be enough power completely on its own, but it will certainly do the trick. Especially if I have enough battery storage, I can actually honestly probably now there's actually a something I will have to worry about at some point will be the actual like limits of the craft that I have here. Now I haven't thrustered up this side yet though. So next up is, oh, yeah, this side. Yep, we are definitely ion based here with a helping of hydrogen. Um, actually, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get out of the atmosphere, even if I do space shuttle mode, which is what I was kind of planning on. But I may not have enough thrust to actually go up, unless if I give myself another layer of these, and then maybe if I break this out. And then there and no, what is keep me from putting it there on this side? Eh? Oh, is it this? Oh, it might be. Oh, that's actually kind of annoying. It means that if I do want that there, I'll have to eventually get this thing moving. Alright. So... Right, I'm actually going to do... I am now making this not symmetrical again. But yeah, it's definitely on me, but it's because that this kind of ended up coming in a little bit neater than the other one, because I didn't do the 3 thing. On the front, I'm actually gonna have 3 of those on each side, I think. Once I, get the actual thing down. Hey, that reminds me, I need to, make these ion. And then pop that, oops. That's right. And then the back is a bit different than the front, so I'm actually not going to be worrying about that all that much. Just can't fit here, I think, so that's where you're going. And since I did ironically make this thing weirdly symmetrical, mostly by accident, actually. Yeah, you are. One too far. It's about there. Right? Yeah. I'm also gonna have to figure out where I'm gonna put top thrust. But right now, let me figure this out real quick. So I needed one of these, like so, right? Yeah. And then 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. Oh, I'm missing a thruster. And that actually kind of explains a little bit. Actually, I'm missing one this direction. So yeah, there we go. Because, yeah, that was a mistake that I was making. With these. Right. So, 6. And then one of these, right? Which means I need this one to also be an ion. Now that... I actually don't know if I will make the front the exact same in that regard, though. As this thing is kind of getting a little bit difficult to figure out what's going on because of all the bits.
Meteor storm inbound.
Okay, well that's nice. Right, I'm also trying to figure out where I'm going to put the shield generator. I also have a lot more space on the interior than I originally thought, which means I actually might be able to just weirdly actually plop down like a large reactor here on these.
Inventory full.
Which does actually mean I should be able to just plop that there instead. And then do like an actual large reactor as well. Now what I could do is actually put one of these in here. Oh, the large Warframe ones don't actually fit there. These? Oh no, I don't think they do they? No, they do. Right there. I mean, it does technically mean I didn't need to, put it down here. So yeah, I can actually just slap 2 larges So yeah, never mind. I actually do have a decent power bank here. I mean, honestly, I'm pretty happy about that because I am going to actually be using this to produce stuff too. So it's not like this thing is going to be completely. I'm also going to have to be yeah, this thing is definitely going to be hefty. And if it is true, then I'm going to end up making one of these in a cell. I feel so sad for myself. Ah, crap, wait. No, I didn't do it right. I needed to lower these one. As they are meant to actually go right about here. I mean, at the very least, I'm not going to be, like, struggling to move around. Also, at the same time, this thing is just 90% thruster, so if any enemy sees this thing coming by, they're like, well, if they run away, we're not getting them anytime soon. Ow. I'm almost out of hydrogen again. Can I, refill my hydrogen from here? Yeah, I can. Good. And how are we doing on stone? Oh, we're actually on the last little bit of stone. Uranium. How are we doing on the uranium ingots, though? Oh, well, actually, we're not doing too bad. We are actually building up quite the supply here. Which, honestly, actually kind of good, to be honest. Eh, I should probably get more stone. We are definitely not done. Now, sadly, I honestly don't think there's anything I can do about the situations with needing iron. And here we go. How long have I been gone? 48 minutes. Well, thank you for watching and have a very wonderful day.